Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily English Talk. I am Mia, your host for today. If you are new here, I would like to tell you that we upload a new English learning video every single day to help you improve your English faster. In today's episode, you will not only practice your English listening skills, but also strengthen your speaking skills. In today's lesson, we're focusing on one of the most useful skills for real communication: learning everyday conversations to improve your English. We will go through real-life conversation examples that will help you catch natural English, understand how sentences flow in daily life, and practice useful phrases to make your English more fluent and confident. Whether you're ordering food, making small talk, asking for help, or sharing your ideas, everyday conversations are the building blocks of fluency. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to use these conversations in real life, and you'll also get lots of practice to train your speaking and listening step by step. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon if you want more helpful English learning episodes like this. So, grab a pen and paper. Let's get started. When we talk about everyday conversation, we are talking about the kind of English you use in real life, not just in textbooks. It is the language of greetings, small talk, shopping, eating out, traveling, and sharing experiences with friends and colleagues. Many learners spend hours learning grammar rules, but when it comes to speaking naturally, they get stuck. Why? Because they haven't practiced enough of these simple, real-life conversations. So let's start with the very beginning of any conversation. Greetings. Greetings are the doorway into communication. If you can start well, you will feel more confident, and the person you are speaking to will feel more comfortable too. A very simple greeting is, "Hello, how are you?" This is probably one of the most common ways to start. But in daily life, people often use shorter and faster versions like, "Hi, how's it going?" or, "Hey, what's up?" Now let's practice together. I'll say the line slowly, and you repeat after me. Hello, how are you? Again. Hello, how are you? Now let's try the faster version. Hi, how's it going? One more time. Hi, how's it going? Notice how the rhythm changes. In "How's it going?" the words link together, almost like one sound. How's it going? This is how native speakers usually say it. When someone asks you this question, you need to answer. But don't worry, you don't always have to give a long answer. In daily life, short and simple answers are enough. You can say, "I'm fine, thank you," or, more naturally, "I'm good, thanks." You could also say, "Pretty good," or "Not bad." These are short, casual answers that people often use. Let's practice that now. Repeat after me. I'm good, thanks. Again. I'm good, thanks. Now try another one. Not bad. One more time. Not bad. These small exchanges may look simple, but they are the foundation of your fluency. Every time you practice them, you train your mouth, your ears, and your brain to think in English without translation. Now let's build a short dialogue together. Listen first, then we'll practice. Hi, how's it going? B. I'm good, thanks. How about you? A. Pretty good, just a little busy with work. B. Yeah, I know what you mean. Now let's practice it together slowly. I'll take the role of A, and you can be B. Ready? Hi, how's it going? You answer, I'm good, thanks. How about you? Pretty good, just a little busy with work. You answer, yeah, I know what you mean. Great. This is how real conversations happen. Short, simple, and friendly. Another very common part of daily conversations is talking about the weather. It may sound small, but in English-speaking countries, weather is often used as a way to start or continue a conversation. For example, you might hear someone say, "Nice weather today, isn't it?" Or, "It looks like it's going to rain." Let's practice. Nice weather today, isn't it? Again. Nice weather today, isn't it? Another one. It looks like it's going to rain. One more time. It looks like it's going to rain. Now let's create a short dialogue. A. Nice weather today, isn't it? B. Yes, it's really sunny. I love it. A. Yeah, it's a perfect day for a walk. Let's try it together slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. Nice weather today, isn't it? You answer, yes, it's really sunny. I love it. A. Yeah, it's a perfect day for a walk. Excellent. You see, just practicing like this makes you feel more confident in small talk. Now, let's do an exercise. Imagine you are meeting a neighbor outside your home. The neighbor says, "Hi, how are you?" and then mentions the weather. I want you to answer naturally, using the sentences we practiced. For example, I'm good, thanks. And yes, the weather is so nice today. Take a moment to imagine this situation. Say it out loud with me now. I'm good, thanks. And yes, the weather is so nice today. This is how you combine two very natural conversation topics: greetings and weather. Another important part of everyday conversation is introducing yourself. You will often need to tell people your name, where you're from, or what you do. These introductions may feel simple, but they open the door to deeper communication. A very basic introduction goes like this. Hi, my name is Mia. Nice to meet you. The other person usually replies with something like, "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you too." Let's practice. Repeat after me. Hi, my name is Mia. Nice to meet you. One more time. Hi, my name is Mia. Nice to meet you. And now the response. Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you too. Again. Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you too. When introducing yourself, you can also add a little more information. For example, Hi, my name is Mia. I'm from Canada. Or, Hi, my name is Mia. I'm a teacher. These small details make the conversation more natural and help the other person ask follow-up questions. Let's try this together. Hi, my name is Mia. I'm from Canada. Again. Hi, my name is Mia. I'm from Canada. Another one. Hi, my name is Mia. I'm a teacher. Now let's build a short dialogue. A. Hi, my name is Mia. Nice to meet you. B. Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. How about you? B. I'm from Spain. Let's practice this slowly together. I'll take the role of A and you can be B. Ready? A. Hi, my name is Mia. Nice to meet you. You say, Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. How about you? You say, I'm from Spain. Great! That's how natural introductions flow in real conversations. Now, what if you meet someone at a workplace or at a party? You might want to ask about their job. A polite way to do this is, What do you do? Or more formally, What do you do for a living? Let's practice. What do you do? Again. What do you do? And the formal one, What do you do for a living? Now, let's add a reply. I'm a student. Again. I'm a student. Another reply. I work in marketing. Again. I work in marketing. Or, I'm an engineer. Let's build another short dialogue. A. So, what do you do? B. I'm a student. How about you? A. I work in marketing. B. Oh, that sounds interesting. Now let's practice this slowly. I'll be A, and you can be B. Ready? A. So, what do you do? You answer, I'm a student. How about you? A. I work in marketing. You answer, Oh, that sounds interesting. Excellent! These kinds of conversations are very useful when you meet new people in social or professional situations. Now let's do a practice exercise together. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time at a coffee shop. The person says, Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. You respond with your name, then she asks, What do you do? Take a moment to answer naturally. Maybe you can say, "Nice to meet you too. I'm James. I'm a student." Say it out loud with me now. Nice to meet you too. I'm James. I'm a student. This is how introductions turn into longer conversations. With just a few simple questions and answers, you can keep the conversation flowing naturally. Now, let's talk about another very common situation: shopping. Whether you're buying clothes, groceries, or books, you will need to use English in shops. Some very common sentences are, "Excuse me, how much is this? Do you have this in a different size? Can I try this on?" And, "I'll take it, please." Let's practice together. Repeat after me. Excuse me, how much is this? Again. Excuse me, how much is this? Another one. Do you have this in a different size? Again. Do you have this in a different size? Next. Can I try this on? Repeat. Can I try this on? And finally, "I'll take it, please." One more time. "I'll take it, please." Now let's create a short shopping dialogue. Excuse me, how much is this shirt? B. It's $20. A. Do you have it in a medium size? B. Yes, here you go. A. Thanks. Can I try it on? B. Of course. The fitting room is over there. A. Great. I'll take it, please. B. Perfect. I'll put it in a bag for you. Now, let's practice this slowly. I'll be the shop assistant, and you'll be the customer. Ready? You say, "Excuse me, how much is this shirt?" B. It's $20. You say, "Do you have it in a medium size?" B. Yes, here you go. You say, "Thanks. Can I try it on?" B. Of course, the fitting room is over there. You say, "Great, I'll take it, please." B. Perfect. I'll put it in a bag for you. Wonderful. Shopping conversations like these are very practical, and you will use them again and again in daily life. Now, let's expand the practice. Imagine you are in a shoe shop. You want to buy sneakers. You can say, "Excuse me, how much are these sneakers?" And then, "Do you have them in size 9? Finally, you might say, "I'll take them, please." Say it out loud with me now. Excuse me, how much are these sneakers? Do you have them in size 9? I'll take them, please. This is how you can practice with different objects and situations until it feels natural. Another everyday situation you will face is eating out at a restaurant or a cafe. This is one of the most useful areas of English practice because food conversations happen all the time. Imagine you walk into a cafe. The waiter might say, "Hello, how can I help you?" You can answer, "Can I see the menu, please?" Then, when you're ready, you can say, I'd like a coffee, please. Or, can I have a sandwich, please? Let's practice together. Repeat after me. Can I see the menu, please? Again. Can I see the menu, please? Next. I'd like a coffee, please. Again. I'd like a coffee, please. Another one. Can I have a sandwich, please? One more time. Can I have a sandwich, please? Now let's create a short dialogue at a cafe. Waiter. Hello, how can I help you? Customer. Can I see the menu, please? Waiter. Of course, here it is. Customer. Thank you. I'd like a coffee, please. Waiter. Sure. Anything else? Customer. Yes, a sandwich, please. Waiter. Perfect. That will be $10. Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be the waiter, and you'll be the customer. Ready? Waiter. Hello, how can I help you? You say, can I see the menu, please? Waiter. Of course, here it is. You say, thank you. I'd like a coffee, please. Waiter. Sure. Anything else? You say, yes, a sandwich, please. Waiter. Perfect. That will be $10. Great job. You see how these small exchanges can be practiced again and again until they become natural. Now let's practice another useful phrase. Can I get the bill, please? In American English, people often say bill, and in British English, people often say check. So you can say either, can I get the bill, please? Or, can I get the check, please? Let's practice together. Repeat after me. Can I get the bill, please? Again. Can I get the bill, please? Now try the British version. Can I get the check, please? Again. Can I get the check, please? Here's a short ending dialogue. Customer. Can I get the bill, please? Waiter. Of course, I'll bring it right away. Customer. Thank you very much. Waiter. You're welcome. Have a great day. Practice with me now. I'll be the waiter and you be the customer. Ready? You say, can I get the bill, please? Waiter. Of course, I'll bring it right away. You say, thank you very much. Waiter. You're welcome. Have a great day. Excellent. These small conversations may look simple, but they are the real English you will use daily. Now let's move to another common situation. Making small talk with friends or colleagues. Small talk is light conversation about everyday topics like work, weekends, family, or hobbies. It helps you build relationships and feel more comfortable speaking English. For example, you might ask, how was your weekend? Or, did you do anything fun yesterday? You could also ask, what are your plans for the evening? Let's practice these questions together. Repeat after me. How was your weekend? Again. How was your weekend? Next. Did you do anything fun yesterday? Again. Did you do anything fun yesterday? And finally, what are your plans for the evening? One more time. What are your plans for the evening? Now, let's build a short dialogue. A. How was your weekend? B. It was great, thanks. I went to the park with my family. A. That sounds nice. Was the weather good? B. Yes, it was sunny and warm. Let's practice slowly together. I'll be A, you be B. A. How was your weekend? You answer. It was great, thanks. I went to the park with my family. A. That sounds nice. Was the weather good? You answer. Yes, it was sunny and warm. Well done. This is how you keep a conversation friendly and natural. Now, let's do a practice exercise. Imagine a colleague at work asks you, "How was your weekend?" Think about your real weekend or create a simple answer. Maybe you can say, "It was nice. I stayed home and watched a movie." Say it with me now. It was nice. I stayed home and watched a movie. This is how you train yourself to speak about real experiences in simple English. Another very common part of daily life is making plans with friends. You might ask, "Do you want to go out for dinner tonight?" Or, "Are you free this weekend?" And if someone asks you, you can reply, "Yes, that sounds great." Or, "Sorry, I'm busy, maybe another time." Let's practice together. Do you want to go out for dinner tonight? Again. Do you want to go out for dinner tonight? Another one. Are you free this weekend? Repeat. Are you free this weekend? Now the responses. Yes, that sounds great. Again. Yes, that sounds great. Another. Sorry, I'm busy, maybe another time. One more time. Sorry, I'm busy, maybe another time. Now let's create a dialogue about making plans. Are you free this weekend? B. Yes, I think so. Why? Do you want to go out for dinner? B. Sure, that sounds great. What day? Saturday evening? B. Perfect. Let's do it. Let's practice this slowly. I'll be A, you be B. Are you free this weekend? You say, yes, I think so. Why? A. Do you want to go out for dinner? You say, sure, that sounds great. What day? A. Saturday evening? You say, perfect. Let's do it. Very good. By practicing small talk and making plans, you are learning the exact phrases you'll need to connect with people in English every day. Another very important everyday situation is asking for directions. Imagine you are traveling or even just walking in a new city. You might need to find the train station, a bus stop, a cafe, or a friend's house. In these moments, knowing simple, clear sentences will help you a lot. A very polite way to start is, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station?" Another simpler way is, excuse me, where is the train station? Both are correct and both are useful, depending on how formal or casual you want to sound. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station? Again. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station? Now the shorter one. Excuse me, where is the train station? One more time. Excuse me, where is the train station? Now let's build a short dialogue. A. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station? B. Sure, go straight ahead, then turn left at the traffic lights. The station is on your right. A. Thank you very much. B. You're welcome. Now let's practice this slowly. I'll be B and you be A. Ready? You say, excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station? B. Sure, go straight ahead, then turn left at the traffic lights. The station is on your right. You say, thank you very much. B. You're welcome. Great. Asking for directions is very useful, and with just one or two simple sentences, you can communicate what you need. Now let's practice some common answers you might hear when asking for directions. You need to go straight ahead. Again. You need to go straight ahead. Turn left at the corner. Repeat. Turn left at the corner. Turn right after the supermarket. Again. Turn right after the supermarket. It's next to the bank. One more time. It's next to the bank. Imagine this short dialogue. A. Excuse me, where is the nearest bus stop? B. Go straight ahead and turn right. The bus stop is in front of the park. Let's practice this slowly together. I'll be B, you be A. You say, excuse me, where is the nearest bus stop? B. Go straight ahead and turn right. The bus stop is in front of the park. Excellent. Now, let's move to transport conversations, because once you find the bus stop or train station, you also need to know how to buy tickets or ask for travel details. At a bus station, you might say, excuse me, does this bus go to the airport? Or, how much is a ticket to downtown? At a train station, you could say, I'd like a ticket to London, please. Or, what time does the next train leave? Let's practice these together. Excuse me, does this bus go to the airport? Again. Excuse me, does this bus go to the airport? Another one. How much is a ticket to downtown? Repeat. How much is a ticket to downtown? Next. I'd like a ticket to London, please. Again. I'd like a ticket to London, please. Finally. What time does the next train leave? One more time. What time does the next train leave? Now let's create a short dialogue at a train station. A. Excuse me, I'd like a ticket to London, please. B. Sure, one way or return. A. Return, please. B. That will be £30. A. Thank you. B. Here's your ticket. Have a safe journey. Let's practice this slowly together. I'll be B, you be A. You say, "Excuse me, I'd like a ticket to London, please." B. Sure. One way or return? You say, "Return, please." B. That will be £30. You say, "Thank you." B. Here's your ticket. Have a safe journey. Wonderful. You see, these transport conversations are very practical, and you can adapt them to any city, country, or situation. Now let's do a practice exercise. Imagine you are at a bus station. You need to go downtown. You ask, "Excuse me, does this bus go to downtown?" The driver says, "Yes, it does." You then ask, "How much is a ticket?" The driver replies, $2. Finally, you say, "Okay, thank you." Let's practice it step by step. Say it with me now. "Excuse me, does this bus go to downtown?" "Yes, it does." "How much is a ticket?" $2. "Okay, thank you." Excellent. This is exactly how you prepare yourself for real-life travel situations in English. Now let's move into another very common area of everyday English: conversations at work or school. These conversations often include greetings, sharing updates, asking for help, and giving information. They don't have to be complicated. Short, polite sentences are usually enough. At work, you might hear someone say, "Good morning, how are you today?" Or, "Did you finish the report?" You might also ask a colleague, "Could you help me with this project?" Or, "Can we meet at 3 o'clock?" Let's practice these together. Repeat after me. Good morning, how are you today? Again. Good morning, how are you today? Another one. Did you finish the report? Repeat. Did you finish the report? Next. Could you help me with this project? Again. Could you help me with this project? Finally. Can we meet at 3 o'clock? One more time. Can we meet at 3 o'clock? Now let's build a short workplace dialogue. Good morning. How are you today? B. I'm good, thanks. How are you? A. I'm fine. By the way, did you finish the report? B. Almost. I'll send it to you this afternoon. A. Great, thank you. B. No problem. Let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. Good morning, how are you today? You say, I'm good, thanks. How are you? A. I'm fine. By the way, did you finish the report? You say, almost. I'll send it to you this afternoon. A. Great, thank you. You say, no problem. Excellent. That's a very natural work conversation. At school, conversations are similar, but often include asking about lessons, homework, or exams. For example, you might ask, what time does class start? Or, do we have any homework today? You could also say, can you explain this exercise to me? Let's practice. What time does class start? Again. What time does class start? Another one. Do we have any homework today? Repeat. Do we have any homework today? Next. Can you explain this exercise to me? Again. Can you explain this exercise to me? Now a short school dialogue. A. What time does class start? B. It starts at 9 o'clock. A. Do we have any homework today? B. Yes, we need to write a short essay. A. Okay, thanks for telling me. B. You're welcome. Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. What time does class start? You say, it starts at 9 o'clock. A. Do we have any homework today? You say, yes, we need to write a short essay. A. Okay, thanks for telling me. You say, you're welcome. Great. With practice like this, you'll feel more confident speaking English at work or school. Now let's move to another very useful area, making phone calls. Phone conversations can feel more difficult because you can't see the other person's face, so you need to rely on listening carefully. That's why it's important to practice common phone phrases. When you answer the phone, you can say, "Hello, this is Mia," or simply, "Hello." If you are calling someone, you might say, "Hello, may I speak to Sarah, please?" Or, "Hi, is John there? Let's practice." "Hello, this is Mia." Again. "Hello, this is Mia." Another one. "Hello, may I speak to Sarah, please?" Repeat. "Hello, may I speak to Sarah, please?" Next. "Hi, is John there?" Again. "Hi, is John there?" Now a short phone dialogue. A. "Hello, may I speak to Sarah, please?" B. "This is Sarah, who's calling?" A. "Hi, Sarah, this is Mia." B. "Oh, hi, Mia, how are you?" "I'm good, thanks. Are you free to talk?" B. "Yes, of course." Let's practice it slowly. I'll be B, you be A. You say, "Hello, may I speak to Sarah, please?" B. "This is Sarah. Who's calling?" You say, "Hi, Sarah, this is Mia." B. "Oh, hi, Mia. How are you?" You say, "I'm good, thanks. Are you free to talk?" B. "Yes, of course." Excellent. You see, most phone conversations start with simple greetings like these. Another useful phrase for phone calls is, "Can you call me back later?" Or, "I'll call you back in a few minutes." You can also say, "Sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that?" These are very practical when the line is not clear or when you are busy. Let's practice them now. Can you call me back later? Again. Can you call me back later? Next. I'll call you back in a few minutes. Repeat. I'll call you back in a few minutes. And finally, sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that? One more time. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that? Now imagine this short dialogue. A. Hi, is this Tom? B. Yes, speaking. A. I just wanted to ask about our meeting tomorrow. B. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back later? Sure, no problem. B. Thanks, I'll call you back in an hour. Let's practice it together. I'll be B, you be A. You say, Hi, is this Tom? B. Yes, speaking. You say, I just wanted to ask about our meeting tomorrow. B. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back later? You say, Sure, no problem. B. Thanks, I'll call you back in an hour. Perfect. By practicing these phone call patterns, you'll be ready to handle real-life calls with confidence. Let's now imagine another everyday situation that many learners worry about. Visiting the doctor. Sometimes you may feel nervous, but with a few simple English phrases, you can explain what you need and understand the doctor's questions. When you enter the clinic, you can say, Hello, I have an appointment at 10 o'clock. Or, if you don't have an appointment, you can say, Hello, I'd like to see a doctor, please. Let's practice together. Hello, I have an appointment at 10 o'clock. Again. Hello, I have an appointment at 10 o'clock. Another one. Hello, I'd like to see a doctor, please. Repeat. Hello, I'd like to see a doctor, please. Now imagine the doctor asks, What seems to be the problem? You can answer with simple sentences like, I have a headache. I have a stomachache. I feel very tired. Let's practice. I have a headache. Again. I have a headache. Another. I have a stomachache. Repeat. I have a stomachache. And one more. I feel very tired. Again. I feel very tired. Now, let's build a short doctor dialogue. Doctor. Hello, what seems to be the problem? Patient. I have a dash and I feel very tired. Doctor. How long have you felt this way? Patient. For about 2 days. Doctor. Okay, I'll give you some medicine. Please rest and drink lots of water. Patient. Thank you very much, doctor. Doctor. You're welcome. Take care. Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be the doctor, you be the patient. Ready? Doctor. Hello, what seems to be the problem? You say, I have a headache and I feel very tired. Doctor. How long have you felt this way? You say, for about 2 days. Doctor. Okay, I'll give you some medicine. Please rest and drink lots of water. You say, Thank you very much, doctor. Doctor. You're welcome. Take care. Great job. You see, visiting the doctor doesn't have to be scary if you know a few clear sentences. Now, let's move to another useful area. Traveling. When you travel, you often need English at airports, hotels, and tourist places. Let's begin with the airport. At the check-in counter, you might say, Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight. Or, here is my passport. You can also ask, what time does the plane board? Or, where is the boarding gate? Let's practice. Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight. Again. Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight. Another one. Here is my passport. Repeat. Here is my passport. Next. What time does the plane board? Again. What time does the plane board? And finally, where is the boarding gate? One more time. Where is the boarding gate? Now let's make a short airport dialogue. Passenger. Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight. Staff. Sure. May I have your passport, please? Passenger. Here is my passport. Staff. Thank you. Do you have any luggage? Passenger. Yes, one suitcase. Staff. Okay, your boarding gate is number 12. Boarding starts at 6 o'clock. Passenger. Thank you very much. Staff. You're welcome. Have a good flight. Let's practice slowly. I'll be the staff, you be the passenger. You see. A. Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight. Staff. Sure. May I have your passport, please? You say, here is my passport. Staff. Thank you. Do you have any luggage? You say, yes, one suitcase. Staff. Okay, your boarding gate is number 12. Boarding starts at 6 o'clock. You say, thank you very much. Staff. You're welcome. Have a good flight. Excellent. You are now practicing exactly what you will need at the airport. Now let's imagine you arrive at a hotel. You can say, hello, I have a reservation, or, hello, I'd like to book a room, please. At the end of your stay, you can say, I'd like to check out, please. Let's practice. Hello, I have a reservation. Again. Hello, I have a reservation. Another one. Hello, I'd like to book a room, please. Repeat. Hello, I'd like to book a room, please. And finally, I'd like to check out, please. One more time. I'd like to check out, please. Now let's do a hotel dialogue. Guest. Hello, I have a reservation. Receptionist. Welcome. May I have your name, please? Guest. Yes, Mia. Receptionist. Thank you. Here is your room key. Your room is on the 3rd floor. Guest. Great. Thank you. Receptionist. You're welcome. Enjoy your stay. Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be the receptionist. You be the guest. You say, hello, I have a reservation. Receptionist. Welcome. May I have your name, please? You say, yes, Mia. Receptionist. Thank you. Here is your room key. Your room is on the 3rd floor. You say, great, thank you. Receptionist, you're welcome. Enjoy your stay. Wonderful. This is exactly the kind of conversation you will use when traveling. Now, let's practice meeting new people socially. This is different from formal introductions. It is more casual and friendly. For example, at a party, you might say, "Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you." And the other person might say, "Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you too." Then you can ask, "So, how do you know the host?" Or, "Have you been to this place before?" Let's practice these together. Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you. Again. Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you. Another one. So, how do you know the host? Repeat. So, how do you know the host? And another. Have you been to this place before? Again. Have you been to this place before? Now a short social dialogue. Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you. B. Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you too. A. So, how do you know the host? B. We work together. That's nice. Do you come here often? B. Yes, I've been here a few times. Let's practice slowly together. I'll be A, you be B. A. Hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you. You say, Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you too. A. So, how do you know the host? You say, We work together. A. That's nice. Do you come here often? You say, Yes, I've been here a few times. Excellent. By practicing these casual social conversations, you will feel much more confident when meeting people in real life. Now let's talk about another area of conversation that helps people feel closer and more connected. Hobbies. When you talk about hobbies, you share what you enjoy doing in your free time, and this is a very natural way to build friendships. You might say, In my free time, I like reading, or I enjoy playing football. You could also say, I love cooking, or I'm interested in photography. Let's practice these together. Repeat after me. In my free time, I like reading. Again. In my free time, I like reading. Another one. I enjoy playing football. Repeat. I enjoy playing football. Next. I love cooking. Again. I love cooking. And one more. I'm interested in photography. Repeat. I'm interested in photography. Now, let's build a short dialogue about hobbies. A. What do you like to do in your free time? B. I enjoy playing football. How about you? A. I love cooking and trying new recipe. C. B. That's interesting. Maybe you can cook for me one day. A. Sure, why not? Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. What do you like to do in your free time? You say, I enjoy playing football. How about you? I love cooking and trying new recipes. You say, that's interesting. Maybe you can cook for me one day. Sure, why not? Excellent. Talking about hobbies makes conversations more personal and fun. Now let's move to conversations about family. Family is a very common topic in everyday English, especially when people are trying to get to know each other better. You might hear questions like, do you have any brothers or sisters? Or, are you married? Or, do you have children? Let's practice these questions together. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Again, do you have any brothers or sisters? Another one. Are you married? Repeat. Are you married? And another. Do you have children? Again. Do you have children? Now let's practice some answers. Yes, I have one brother and one sister. Again. Yes, I have one brother and one sister. Another one. No, I'm not married. Repeat. No, I'm not married. And another. Yes, I have 2 children. Again. Yes, I have 2 children. Now, let's build a short dialogue. A. Do you have any brothers or sisters? B. Yes, I have one brother. That's nice. Is he older or younger than you? B. He's younger than me. A. Cool. Do you spend a lot of time together? B. Yes, we play video games on weekends. Let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. Do you have any brothers or sisters? You say, yes, I have one brother. That's nice. Is he older or younger than you? You say, he's younger than me. A. Cool. Do you spend a lot of time together? You say, yes, we play video games on weekends. Great work. Talking about family is always a warm way to share a little about your life. Now let's move to another very useful topic. Daily routines. People often ask and answer questions about what they do every day. For example, what time do you usually wake up? Or, how do you get to work? Or, what do you usually do in the evenings? Let's practice these questions together. What time do you usually wake up? Again. What time do you usually wake up? Another one. How do you get to work? Repeat. How do you get to work? Next. What do you usually do in the evenings? Again. What do you usually do in the evenings? Now let's practice some answers. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Again. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Another. I go to work by bus. Repeat. I go to work by bus. And another, in the evenings, I usually read or watch TV. Again, in the evenings, I usually read or watch TV. Now let's build a short dialogue about routines. A. What time do you usually wake up? B. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. How about you? I wake up at 6 because I like to exercise in the morning. B. That's great. How do you get to work? A. I usually drive. What about you? B. I take the bus. Let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. What time do you usually wake up? You say, I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. How about you? I wake up at 6 because I like to exercise in the morning. You say, that's great. How do you get to work? A. I usually drive. What about you? You say, I take the bus. Excellent. Daily routines are one of the best topics to practice because they use simple present tense verbs, and they also reflect your real life, which makes practice more natural. Now let's do a practice exercise. Imagine someone asks you, what do you usually do after work? Think of a simple answer. Maybe you can say, after work, I usually cook dinner and watch TV. Say it out loud with me now. After work, I usually cook dinner and watch TV. Great. This way, you are practicing sentences that you can actually use every day when someone asks you about your life. Food is one of the easiest and friendliest topics for conversation. Everyone eats, everyone has favorites, and it's a safe way to connect with others. A simple question you can ask is, what's your favorite food? Or, do you like spicy food? You can also ask, have you ever tried sushi? Let's practice these questions. What's your favorite food? Again. What's your favorite food? Another. Do you like spicy food? Repeat. Do you like spicy food? Next. Have you ever tried sushi? Again. Have you ever tried sushi? Now let's practice some answers. My favorite food is pizza. Again. My favorite food is pizza. Another one. Yes, I like spicy food. Repeat. Yes, I like spicy food. And another. No, I've never tried sushi. Again. No, I've never tried sushi. Now let's build a short dialogue about food. What's your favorite food? B. My favorite food is pizza. How about you? I love pasta. B. Do you like spicy food? Yes, I really like it. Let's practice slowly together. I'll be A, you be B. What's your favorite food? You say, my favorite food is pizza. How about you? I love pasta. You say, spicy food? Yes, I really like it. Excellent. Talking about food is not only fun, but also a great way to share culture. Now let's move back into shopping, but this time in more detail. Shopping isn't just about asking for the price. You might also want to ask about colors, sizes, or returning items. For example, do you have this in red? Or, can I try a larger size? Or, can I return this if it doesn't fit? Let's practice together. Do you have this in red? Again, do you have this in red? Next, can I try a larger size? Repeat. Can I try a larger size? And another. Can I return this if it doesn't fit? Again. Can I return this if it doesn't fit? Now let's build a short shopping dialogue. Customer. Excuse me, do you have this shirt in red? Shop assistant. Yes, let me check. Yes, here it is. Customer. Great. Can I try a larger size? Shop assistant. Of course, the fitting rooms are over there. Customer. Thank you. If it doesn't fit, can I return it? Shop assistant. Yes, you can return it within 7 days. Customer. Perfect. Thank you very much. Shop assistant. You're welcome. Let's practice slowly. I'll be the shop assistant. You be the customer. You say, excuse me, do you have this shirt in red? Shop assistant. Yes, let me check. Yes, here it is. You say, great. Can I try a larger size? Shop assistant. Of course, the fitting rooms are over there. You say, thank you. If it doesn't fit, can I return it? Shop assistant. Yes, you can return it within 7 days. You say, perfect. Thank you very much. Shop assistant. You're welcome. Fantastic. Shopping in English often feels stressful, but when you have these simple sentences, it becomes much easier. Now, let's talk about future plans. Asking about the future is a natural way to keep conversations going. You might hear questions like, what are you going to do this weekend? Or, do you have any plans for tomorrow? You could also ask, are you traveling anywhere soon? Let's practice these questions. What are you going to do this weekend? Again. What are you going to do this weekend? Another. Do you have any plans for tomorrow? Repeat. Do you have any plans for tomorrow? Next. Are you traveling anywhere soon? Again. Are you traveling anywhere soon? Now, let's practice some answers. I'm going to visit my family. Again. I'm going to visit my family. Another one. Yes, I have plans to meet my friends. Repeat. Yes, I have plans to meet my friends. And another. No, I'm staying home this weekend. Again. No, I'm staying home this weekend. Now, let's create a short dialogue. A. What are you going to do this weekend? B. I'm going to visit my family. How about you? A. I'll probably stay home and relax. B. That sounds nice. Now let's practice slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. What are you going to do this weekend? You say, I'm going to visit my family. How about you? A. I'll probably stay home and relax. You say, that sounds nice. Great job. Talking about future plans is a very natural way to connect with people, and you'll notice it's used often in casual conversations. Now let's do a practice exercise together. Imagine someone asks you, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Think of a simple answer. Maybe you can say, yes, I'm meeting my friend for lunch. Say it with me now. Yes, I'm meeting my friend for lunch. Excellent. You are now practicing real sentences that you can use when speaking English in your daily life. Now let's talk about another everyday topic. Health. Apart from visiting the doctor, people often talk casually about their health in daily conversations. For example, a friend might ask, how are you feeling today? You could answer, I'm feeling fine, or I'm a little tired, or I have a cold. Let's practice these sentences. Repeat after me. How are you feeling today? Again. How are you feeling today? Now try the answers. I'm feeling fine. Again. I'm feeling fine. Another. I'm a little tired. Repeat. I'm a little tired. And one more. I have a cold. Again. I have a cold. Now let's build a short dialogue. A. How are you feeling today? B. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. A. Sorry to hear that. Did you sleep well? B. Not really. I went to bed late. A. You should get some rest tonight. B. Yes, I will. Thanks. Let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. How are you feeling today? You say, I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. A. Sorry to hear that. Did you sleep well? You say, not really. I went to bed late. A. You should get some rest tonight. You say, yes, I will. Thanks. Great job! Health conversations don't always mean something serious. Sometimes they are just part of daily care and friendliness. Now let's move to entertainment, which is one of the most enjoyable topics for conversations. People love talking about movies, music, books, and TV shows. You might ask, have you seen any good movies recently? Or, what kind of music do you like? Or, who's your favorite singer? Let's practice these questions. Have you seen any good movies recently? Again. Have you seen any good movies recently? Another. What kind of music do you like? Repeat. What kind of music do you like? And another. Who's your favorite singer? Again. Who's your favorite singer? Now, some answers. Yes, I watched a great movie last night. Again. Yes, I watched a great movie last night. Another. I like pop music. Repeat. I like pop music. And another. My favorite singer is Adele. Again. My favorite singer is Adele. Now let's build a short dialogue. A. Have you seen any good movies recently? B. Yes, I watched a great movie last night. A. Really? What was it? B. It was a comedy, very funny. A. Sounds good. I should watch it. B. Yes, you should. Let's practice slowly. I'll be A, you be B. Have you seen any good movies recently? You say, yes, I watched a great movie last night. A. Really? What was it? You say, it was a comedy, very funny. Sounds good. I should watch it. You say, yes, you should. Excellent. Conversations about entertainment are light, friendly, and always a good way to connect with people. Now let's talk about sharing opinions. Giving your opinion is very common in English, and there are many simple ways to do it. You can start with phrases like, I think, in my opinion, I believe, or for me. Let's practice these together. I think it's a good idea. Again, I think it's a good idea. Another, in my opinion, the book was better than the movie. Repeat. In my opinion, the book was better than the movie. Next, I believe learning English every day is important. Again, I believe learning English every day is important. And one more. For me, mornings are the best time to study. Repeat. For me, mornings are the best time to study. Now let's build a short dialogue with opinions. Do you like this restaurant? B. Yes, I think the food is delicious. In my opinion, the service is a little slow. B. Yes, I agree, but the atmosphere is nice. A. That's true. I enjoy the music here. Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. Do you like this restaurant? You say, yes, I think the food is delicious. In my opinion, the service is a little slow. You say, yes, I agree, but the atmosphere is nice. A. That's true. I enjoy the music here. Great. This is how you learn to share and respond to opinions politely and naturally. Now, let's do a practice exercise together. Imagine someone asks you, what do you think about learning English online? Take a moment to answer with a simple opinion. For example, I think it's very useful because I can practice anytime. Say it out loud with me now. I think it's very useful because I can practice anytime. Fantastic! With practice like this, you will be ready to express your ideas clearly in English, not just answer yes or no. Travel experiences are always a wonderful topic for conversations. People love to share where they've been and what they've seen. A simple question you can ask is, have you ever been abroad? Or, which country do you want to visit? You might also say, what was your favorite trip? Let's practice these questions. Have you ever been abroad? Again. Have you ever been abroad? Another. Which country do you want to visit? Repeat. Which country do you want to visit? And another. What was your favorite trip? Again. What was your favorite trip? Now, let's practice some answers. Yes, I've been abroad. I visited France. Again. Yes, I've been abroad. I visited France. Another. I want to visit Japan. Repeat. I want to visit Japan. And another. My favorite trip was to the mountains. Again. My favorite trip was to the mountains. Now let's build a short travel dialogue. A. Have you ever been abroad? B. Yes, I've been to France. A. Really? How was it? B. It was amazing. The food was delicious and the cities were beautiful. A. That sounds wonderful. I'd like to go there one day. B. You should. It's worth it. Now, let's practice slowly together. I'll be A. You be B. A. Have you ever been abroad? You say, yes, I've been to France. A. Really? How was it? You say, it was amazing. The food was delicious, and the cities were beautiful. A. That sounds wonderful. I'd like to go there one day. You say, you should. It's worth it. Excellent. Talking about travel helps you practice past tense sentences and also lets you share stories that feel exciting and real. Now let's move to another very useful topic. Technology. These days, everyone uses phones, computers, and the internet, so technology is a natural part of conversation. You might ask, do you use social media a lot? Or, what's your favorite app? Or, do you prefer using a laptop or a tablet? Let's practice these questions. Do you use social media a lot? Again, do you use social media a lot? Another, what's your favorite app? Repeat. What's your favorite app? And another, do you prefer using a laptop or a tablet? Again, do you prefer using a laptop or a tablet? Now some answers. Yes, I use social media every day. Again. Yes, I use social media every day. Another. My favorite app is Instagram. Repeat. My favorite app is Instagram. And another. I prefer using a laptop. Again. I prefer using a laptop. Now, let's build a short dialogue. Do you use social media a lot? B. Yes, I use it every day. How about you? Not really. I try to limit my time online. B. That's good. What's your favorite app? A. Probably YouTube. Yes, I love YouTube too. Let's practice slowly together. I'll be A, you be B. Do you use social media a lot? You say, yes, I use it every day. How about you? A. Not really. I try to limit my time online. You say, that's good. What's your favorite app? A. Probably YouTube. You say, yes, I love YouTube too. Great job! Technology is a very current topic, and you will always find someone ready to share their thoughts about it. Now let's practice another very useful area: solving daily problems. Life is full of small problems, and you often need English to explain or ask for help. For example, you might say, "Excuse me, my internet isn't working," or "The elevator is broken," or "I lost my keys." Let's practice these sentences. Excuse me, my internet isn't working. Again. Excuse me, my internet isn't working. Another. The elevator is broken. Repeat. The elevator is broken. And another. I lost my keys. Again. I lost my keys. Now let's build a short dialogue for a daily problem. Excuse me, my internet isn't working. B. Okay, I'll check it for you. Thank you. B. It should be working now. A. Yes, it's working. Thanks so much. B. You're welcome. Let's practice slowly. I'll be B, you be A. You say, excuse me, my internet isn't working. B. Okay. I'll check it for you. You say, thank you. B. It should be working now. You say, yes, it's working. Thanks so much. B. You're welcome. Another example could be at a hotel. Guest. Excuse me, the air conditioner isn't working. Staff. I'm sorry about that. I'll send someone to fix it. Guest. Thank you. Staff. You're welcome. Now, let's practice together. Excuse me, the air conditioner isn't working. Again. Excuse me, the air conditioner isn't working. Next. I'm sorry about that. I'll send someone to fix it. Repeat. I'm sorry about that. I'll send someone to fix it. Wonderful. Practicing how to explain problems and ask for help makes you more confident and independent in English-speaking environments. Now let's do a quick exercise. Imagine you're in a restaurant and your food is cold. You can say, "Excuse me, my food is cold. Could you warm it up, please?" Say it out loud with me now. "Excuse me, my food is cold. Could you warm it up, please?" Excellent. Now you are practicing polite problem solving in English, which is one of the most powerful skills for real life. Let's begin with making suggestions. In everyday life, you often need to suggest an idea to a friend, a colleague, or a family member. In English, there are many polite and natural ways to do this. You can say, "How about going for a walk?" Or, "Why don't we watch a movie?" You can also say, "Let's try that new restaurant." Let's practice these together. How about going for a walk? Again. How about going for a walk? Next. Why don't we watch a movie? Repeat. Why don't we watch a movie? And another. Let's try that new restaurant. Again. Let's try that new restaurant. Now let's build a short dialogue. A. I'm bored. What should we do? B. How about going for a walk? That's a good idea. Or maybe we can watch a movie later. B. Yes, let's do both. Let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. I'm bored. What should we do? You say, how about going for a walk? A. That's a good idea. Or maybe we can watch a movie later. You say, yes, let's do both. Excellent. Making suggestions is a useful skill because it helps you lead conversations instead of just following them. Now let's move on to expressing feelings. Talking about emotions is very natural in daily conversations, and it's important to know simple words and phrases to describe how you feel. You can say, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm excited, I'm worried. Let's practice these together. I'm happy. Again. I'm happy. Another. I'm sad. Repeat. I'm sad. Next. I'm excited. Again. I'm excited. And another. I'm worried. Repeat. I'm worried. Now let's put them into a dialogue. A. How are you today? B. I'm excited. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. A. That's great. I'm happy for you. B. Thanks. How about you? How are you feeling? A. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. How are you today? You say, I'm excited. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. A. That's great. I'm happy for you. You say, thanks. How about you? How are you feeling? A. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. Perfect. Expressing feelings helps you connect with people on a deeper level and makes conversations more real and human. Now, let's talk about one of the most interesting conversation topics: goals and dreams. This is where people talk about what they want to do in the future, and it's always inspiring. You can ask, what do you want to be in the future? Or, what are your goals this year? You might also ask, do you have any dreams you want to achieve? Let's practice these questions. What do you want to be in the future? Again, what do you want to be in the future? Another, what are your goals this year? Repeat, what are your goals this year? And another, do you have any dreams you want to achieve? Again, do you have any dreams you want to achieve? Now let's practice some answers. I want to be a doctor in the future. Again, I want to be a doctor in the future. Another, my goal this year is to improve my English. Repeat, my goal this year is to improve my English. And another, yes, my dream is to travel the world. Again, yes, my dream is to travel the world. Now let's build a short dialogue. A. What do you want to be in the future? B. I want to be a teacher. A. That's wonderful. Why a teacher? B. Because I love helping people learn. That's a great reason. Now let's practice slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. What do you want to be in the future? You say, I want to be a teacher. That's wonderful. Why a teacher? You say, because I love helping people learn. A. That's a great reason. Wonderful. Talking about goals and dreams makes conversations more meaningful, and it also helps you practice the future tense in English. Now let's do a practice exercise. Imagine someone asks you, what are your goals this year? Think about your answer. Maybe you can say, my goal this year is to practice English every day. Say it with me now. My goal this year is to practice English every day. Excellent. By practicing this kind of answer, you're not only improving your English but also building confidence to share your real dreams with others. Sometimes in daily life, you need to make a complaint. Maybe something goes wrong in a shop, in a restaurant, or at a hotel. It's important to know how to do this politely so that people will help you. Instead of sounding angry, you can use polite words like excuse me and could you please? For example, excuse me, my soup is cold. Could you warm it up, please? Or, I'm sorry, but there is a mistake on the bill. Let's practice these together. Excuse me, my soup is cold. Could you warm it up, please? Again. Excuse me, my soup is cold. Could you warm it up, please? Another one. I'm sorry, but there is a mistake on the bill. Repeat. I'm sorry, but there is a mistake on the bill. Now let's build a short dialogue. Customer. Excuse me, my soup is cold. Could you warm it up, please? Waiter. Oh, I'm very sorry. I'll bring you a hot one right away. Customer. Thank you. Waiter. You're welcome. Let's practice it slowly. I'll be the waiter. You be the customer. You say, Excuse me, my soup is cold. Could you warm it up, please? Waiter. Oh, I'm very sorry. I'll bring you a hot one right away. You say, Thank you. Waiter. You're welcome. Great job! This is how you complain politely and still get the problem solved. Now let's move to the opposite situation. Giving compliments. Compliments make conversations positive and friendly. They show kindness and build stronger connections. You can say, I like your jacket, or that's a nice idea, or you speak English very well. Let's practice these together. I like your jacket. Again. I like your jacket. Another. That's a nice idea. Repeat. That's a nice idea. Next. You speak English very well. Again. You speak English very well. Now let's build a short dialogue with compliments. A. I just bought a new jacket. B. Oh, I like your jacket. It looks great. A. Thank you very much. B. You're welcome. Now, let's practice slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. I just bought a new jacket. You say, Oh, I like your jacket. It looks great. A. Thank you very much. You say, You're welcome. Excellent. Compliments are simple but powerful. They make people smile, and they are very useful in both social and professional life. Now, let's talk about how to end conversations naturally. Sometimes you need to finish talking without sounding rude. In English, people often use polite closing sentences. For example, it was nice talking to you, or I'll see you later, or let's talk again soon. Let's practice these together. It was nice talking to you. Again. It was nice talking to you. Another. I'll see you later. Repeat. I'll see you later. And another. Let's talk again soon. Again. Let's talk again soon. Now let's build a short dialogue for ending a conversation. I need to go now. B. Okay, no problem. It was nice talking to you. A. Yes, it was nice talking to you too. See you later. B. See you. Have a good day. Now let's practice it slowly. I'll be A, you be B. A. I need to go now. You say, Okay, no problem. It was nice talking to you. A. Yes, it was nice talking to you too. See you later. You say, See you. Have a good day. Great. Ending a conversation politely leaves a good impression and makes the other person want to talk with you again in the future. Now, let's do a quick practice exercise. Imagine you are talking to a friend, but you need to go home. You can say, "It was nice talking to you. I'll see you tomorrow." Say it out loud with me now. It was nice talking to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Perfect. You now know how to start, continue, and also end conversations in a friendly and polite way. We've now practiced so many types of everyday conversations together: greetings, small talk, shopping, restaurants, travel, family, hobbies, health, entertainment, opinions, goals, and even polite ways to complain, give compliments, and end conversations. Each of these conversations is like a small building block. When you put them together, you create a strong foundation for real English fluency. But remember, fluency doesn't come from listening once. It comes from repeating, practicing, and using these phrases every day. So I encourage you to go back, listen again, and speak out loud with me as many times as you can. Every repetition makes your brain faster and your speech more natural. Don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are not a sign of failure. They are a sign of progress, because every time you make a mistake, you are pushing yourself to the next level. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Think about this. When you learned your first language, you didn't sit down with a grammar book. You listened, repeated, and used words in real life. That's exactly how you will succeed in English too. By practicing these everyday conversations, you are training your ears to hear English more clearly and your mouth to produce English more smoothly. So, keep practicing. Speak these dialogues out loud, even if you are alone. Imagine the situations in your daily life, at the shop, at school, at work, on the phone, or with friends, and practice the phrases we learned today. Little by little, they will become part of your natural speech. And always remember, learning English is not just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about connecting with people. Every time you greet someone, share your opinion, or tell a story, you are not just using English. You are building a bridge between yourself and another person. Before we finish, let me remind you, if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss future episodes. We upload new videos every day to help you improve your English step by step. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you enjoyed practicing these everyday conversations as much as I enjoyed teaching them. Keep practicing, stay confident, and never give up on your English journey. I'll see you again in the next lesson. Until then, take care, keep smiling, and keep speaking English every day.